What's up, y'all? This is Daniel. We're proud of the Southland Kennels. I believe we've defeated the self-proclaimed master of all bulldogs. He's a coward backpedaler. He don't ever address anything. He says I came at him. He's the one that started this drama. For all of y'all that are out there that want to say I'm wasting my time and I shouldn't be making videos responding to them and things like that, well, y'all aren't the ones out here 7 days a week, 365 days a year, feeding these dogs, working with these dogs so they can do this right here. Be content right next to a few goats. Kwame didn't address the fact that John D. Johnson added English Bulldog in it. He wanted to keep talking about the black dogs. It's there in the history. He's saying I'm mad. Only thing I'm mad about is you trying to tear my name down by spreading lies because you have a larger audience. I will not sit back and let that happen. No way, buddy. Not at all. I got a bulldog mentality too. I'll fight back. I'm not just going to say, well, he's got more subscribers and been doing it longer than me. Look, dude, in 2005, it said you were 29 years old on your dog fighting news articles. You're 12 years older than me. These dudes that you're talking about, as far as Alan Scott and Don Matthews, they've been doing it longer than you've been alive, much less doing it longer than you've been doing it. I didn't buy my first couple of dogs and start a YouTube channel. I've been raising dogs on my own for going on 16 years now. Started off with American Pit Bull Terriers. Please address what some of the topics that I've been talking about. If you can't do that, you're the one that's scared, because you know that I am speaking the facts. If you can't do that, I'm done with you, brother. I mean, you've brought everything else into this, but the topics I've talked about. I'm gonna call everybody a racist, but you're the one making racist comments. I'm not gonna call you a racist just because you make a few racist comments. But you know, you're quick to point the finger about everybody else. Is there a dog man out there that you respect? And by the way, that dog that you called a Great Dane mix is the smallest American Bulldog I've ever seen. I've been to plenty of yards of the top dog men in the country, unlike you. I'm gonna walk down here. This dog is 23 inches tall and 75 pounds on a good day. Probably weighs about 67, 68 pounds right now. Does that look like a Great Dane mix to anybody? What you doing, boy? See this big yard I got? A lot more room than them little piece of shit crates you keep your dogs in. This dog right here run this little section right here all day. If you don't like him, so be it. He ain't your dog. He ain't perfect. We don't breed for looks around here. You brought that up about the dog don't look good. Breeding for working abilities, man. I mean, this right here that I'm showing is nothing, but it's more than what you show. So what is it, Kwame? Are you going to address the topic that Don Matthews wasn't the only one to cross in other breeds? I'm showing is nothing, but it's more than what you show. So what is it, Kwame? Are you going to address the topic that Don Matthews wasn't the only one to cross in other breeds? He admitted it. I didn't have to be there for him to say it to me. Didn't have to be. Public knowledge. He's put it out there in several interviews, and it's in the backs of these pedigrees. And I ain't got no problem with it. But to your theory, as long as the colors match up, English Bulldog will share the same colors as a American Bulldog, they can be crossed, right? When are you gonna stop backpedaling and tell everybody the truth? If you can't do that, I'm done with you. Don't act like I'm approaching you, because I ain't approaching you. You approached me, called me a liar, started talking about me on your channel. Then I made the video. And then I made you look like a fool, talking about juggling balls in your mouth. There's one thing I'm scared of in this world, it damn sure ain't Kwame Winston. I can promise you that. But you will not tear down my kennel name that my family makes sacrifices for. If you think that you can just say what you want to say and I'm supposed to sit here and take it and back down, you got me wrong, dude. You got me wrong. I've tried to be respectful during all this, but you're not. You want to talk about everything but. Told you to DNA test your dogs, DNA test the races. I don't even know how that's possible. Challenge you to a hog hunt. I'm a lying ass cracker that's trying to get you railroaded. So no challenges here. But won't you tell everybody why you're scared? Because I'm putting the truth out there, and I got better dogs than you. And to your statement about you wouldn't buy a dog for me, I'm glad we're on the same page, because I wouldn't sell you a dog. I wouldn't sell you a dog if you offered me 6 figures. Not that my dogs are worth it. Ain't no dog worth that. But even if you offered it to me, I wouldn't bat an eye before I turned you down. Because I know that all that they would do is end up on a broken pallet inside a crate. You don't show nothing. I believe I've got my point out. Everybody that's watched my channel knows I got some black bulldogs. The black cross that Don Matthews made is not even in that dog I just showed you kneeling. He's in my other dogs, Memphis and Tellico, or excuse me, Memphis and Rome. That's Tellico. He's still a little nervous about the fence. He's got zapped by it a few times. But just go ahead and admit, Mr. Johnson added English Bulldog, admitted it. Was proud about it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't ever gonna hate on another man's vision. If I don't like it, I'm just not gonna be part of it. Why can't you be like that? If you don't like my vision, don't be part of it. I mean, and that's great, because I don't want you to be part of it. I've had 2 litters of American Bulldog puppies, and they've made it to a lot of parts of the country. And they've gotten the attention of some knowledgeable dog men to the point to where I've been asked to be part of a documentary. I got interviewed on a larger channel on YouTube. Got asked to be a part of a Bulldog Club that I have applied for. You got to be voted in. What you've seen right here, Kwame, and everybody else that's from his channel that'll come watch this, is just the beginning. If you think your lies can slow me down, you're wrong. That dog's been doing that all day. He'll continue to do it. You gotta spray yours off when you get them outside of that shed. Back your videos up with facts, man. If you backed them up with facts and said something that was true, that was bad about my dogs, I'd be the first to admit it. My dogs ain't perfect. But you're one-sided on it. You have Johnson dogs, or hybrid if you want to call them that. They still got Johnson in them. English Bulldog, Old English Bulldog, rumored to be St. Bernard, among other breeds. address that. Is there a dog man out there and breeder that you respect? I've heard you talk about everybody, even in the pit bull world. Don Mayfield, Maurice Carver. Now you're talking about Alan Scott, Don Matthews. Called Don Matthews Don Mayfield a few times. This is it, man. This is how you defeat the master of all bulldogs. You don't say nothing but the truth, because he can't handle the truth. And that's how you defeated him. Or that's how you defeat him. Pride of the Southland Kennels 4, Master of all Bulldogs 0.